This was the only brush I had. This was the only brush I had, and I used this for everything. Hi guys, it's City, and yes, I have been gone for quite a while. I have been very lazy. Anyways, today, yes, you read the title. Yes, I am gonna help the people who need it. Also, nail polish. Who? I used to be like so good at nail polish, and now it's just like, where did they go? Like, like look at these. They're just. Can you even see that? My thumb. Okay. Why? Please help me. What do you mean? Okay, so today I will be basically guiding you guys through the basic makeup and like how to do that, because I feel like I've gotten that part down. So basically, for the people who don't really put makeup on, this is for them. Like, they want to start putting makeup on, like y'all are transitioning, you know, but like you know what to do and like how to go about it. So I'm gonna give you guys some like basic tips on what you can do, and like, yeah, I mean, you're getting the best tips from the best beauty guru ever. I'm a beauty guru now, apparently. No, whatever. I do make beauty videos, but not a guru because I suck. So if you want to follow along, that'll be great. If you don't, I understand. I suck. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into this video because I'm weird and that's what y'all gonna see now. I should stop. Okay, so the first thing I want to start out with is that like I did not have makeup brushes for the longest time. I used to use these things. They're called fingers. Yes, good job. So if you want to start off with like makeup using fingers, that's totally okay, because like I didn't use the makeup brushes and stuff, and like I always felt like really left out, and I'll be like, oh, I can't do anything and like blah blah blah. But these are the best tools because they know what they're doing. You've had these for the longest time. Brushes sometimes are not fun because like you don't know what to do with them. So I understand. So yeah, I'll try to like give you guys some tips on like what brushes you should use or like what you can get, so it'll be like totally chill. So these were the 5 brushes that came in a set, and also, side note, all my makeup is from like a drugstore, mainly because I don't like going to like makeup places. Whatever, I just don't like being like bombarded with like people coming up to me like, so can I help you, like blah blah, and I'm just like, no, I know what I'm doing. This is my face. So all my makeup and like all my brushes, most of my brushes, like all my stuff is either from Amazon or it's from like a CVS or a Walgreens or something like that. So these are the 5 brushes, and out of them I mainly use this one and sometimes this one, but these 2 not really, like you don't need that. So I'll tell you what. So this is the main brush that I usually use, and this is for like, well, that's great. Anyways, the thing that I use this one for is basically like all my eyeshadows and all that stuff. And yes, I'm disgusting and I don't like wash my brushes, which I probably should, and so should you, but I'm a trashy human being and I don't. So that's besides the point. Another one I use is this like angled brush, and this one I use for the eyebrows. Also, these brushes are lovely because I'm not promoting. I don't no brand deals, promise. What are those? I have like 12 subscribers. Anyway, these brushes are honestly amazing because like for beginners, it's like gold. because it tells you, like, it has like a little thing right here and it tells you exactly what it's supposed to be used for. So if you're a beginner and you don't know what you're doing, highly recommend. Okay, next thing is foundation, because that's the first part. Okay, so the thing that I learned from like Instagram and stuff is that people usually put foundation and then they put concealer. So these are the two things that I use. I use the Age Rewind concealer and I use the Matte Poreless Fit Me foundation. And I realized a lot of my makeup is from Maybelline. How? Why? I don't know. It just happened. It just happened. Anyways, I use this. And this is in the shade Toffee Caramel. Caramel? Do you say caramel or caramel? I say caramel or caramel. I don't really think about it unless somebody like tells me that I'm wrong or whatever. And I'm just like, I don't care. I use both. So come at me. Honestly, I kind of just like guessed on this and it works for me. So I'm like, Gucci. I just use this because like it fit my skin. Like I don't know how I decided, but I did, and it was like a fluke, but like yeah. And this is bomb. I don't know, it's just awesome to use. I recently got these oval brushes. This was the only brush I had. This was the only brush I had and I used this for everything. But now I'm bougie. Not really. I am still trashy. But I have these oval brushes and they were literally like $4. They were $4 on Amazon. And I can put a link down below if you all want. Probably do that. Also, I say probably because Jenna Marbles had this one video where she was like, I hate when people say probably, and like it just stuck with me, and that's what I use on purpose. I promise I can grammar if you all want. So these were the 4 brushes that came for $4.99. Technically $5, but psychology. These oval brushes are really nice because they're like easy to apply. I have a beauty blender, and if you don't know what a beauty blender is, once again I'm getting it for you. This disgusting looking sponge is a beauty blender, and I have been using beauty blenders for a really long time, and they're great and all, but like this is better. I don't know, I might be partial, but I don't know, like if you're in a rush and you're like not used to makeup and like it's your first time kind of thing, highly recommend. Probably should get that. I'll put a link down below. Basically, for foundation, I just like pour it on my hand, and like I never get the right amount, so yeah. So I just like take it on my hands and just like dab it on my face. Okay, so I'll show you like a couple of methods that you can use. You can use this beauty blender. I haven't used a beauty blender for a long time, but basically you damp this with like water and you just dab it on your face like that. Or you can use this brush, which is a lot easier, and I just like, you basically rotate it around your face. And okay, so one thing, these are cheaper brushes, so they're pretty flimsy, but just like make sure you're holding it from the top, because like it'll probably break. But for the time being, it's pretty lit because it's like, and just see how faster this was compared to like the beauty blender. We have to sit and like literally like make sure it like goes on your face, you know what I mean? And then this is just like, you just rub it on your face. Instead of using your fingers, you use this, so it's easier. And also like for foundation at least, like make sure you have some sort of like applicator to use, because I know like even when I did not have any brushes, I had like this brush. It was still trashy, but it was like at least something that I could use. So make sure you have some sort of brush that can like help you put on your foundation, because I know like no one's gonna start off with like a starter pack and like have everything perfect, because I know I didn't at all. And make sure you blend on your next. neck, but like grandma, remember? Next, I used the concealer, and yes, I was talking about the H1 concealer, and this is the medium Moen. And basically what you do is you draw upside down triangles under your eye, and then on your chin you'll draw another triangle. And this is basically so you like make your face a little bit brighter and like it covers your under eye. Then you make like a flower almost. Yes. Okay. Yes, I look crazy. I get that. And for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna use this brush because it's like easier. You can use a beauty blender. I mean, technically speaking, you can use your fingers. I just don't recommend that because like it'll be like a little bit patchy. So if you're a beginner, make sure you have some sort of like beauty blender or like some sort of brush. But for foundation, you can definitely use your fingers. So yeah. And if you notice, that like automatically makes your face a lot brighter. And that's like amazing because like in the morning your face looks really groggy and you might look like you're tired, and like the concealer just helps you look more awake, if that makes sense. Okay, so the next thing is eyebrows, and basically for that I use this angled brush. So basically I'll tell y'all a secret. Okay, so I use eyeshadow. I do not have an Anastasia dip brow. Like, too much effort. Honestly, I don't want to go to like a branded place and get that, so I don't. I use eyeshadow and it works pretty well. I've gotten compliments. I swear to God. I went to like this grocery store and this lady's like, "Oh, you were here before, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I was." And she's like, "You have really nice eyebrows." And I was like, wait, like you're complimenting my eyebrows? Like that's saying something, because honestly I do not know how to do eyebrows. I technically have fuller eyebrows than like most people, I would say, not bragging, but like yeah, like I have them like pretty much there, but like I like to fill them in a little bit, and I'm not gonna show the top part because that's a mirror. So basically it's this thing. It's by Bobbi Brown. Honestly, my mom gave this to me and I was like, oh, it has black eyeshadow, I'm gonna use that. And basically you get like eyeshadow powder on your brush, and then you basically like line your actual eyebrows, but basically I like almost fill them in. So it's like I go in from like the inner part, and then I like draw that part in. So a bit of time to like get used to, but once you get used to it, it's all okay, you know. So the thing you need to remember when you're doing your eyebrows is basically make sure it looks as natural as possible. So this spoolie, basically, I kind of just like brush it upwards and then bring it down. I know a lot of people don't like the arched look, but that's kind of what I like to do. So I try to like bring it up as much as possible like that, and then bringing the brush down, if that makes sense. Once your eyebrows are done, I go on to my eyes, and this is like the most fun part because honestly you can get so creative with it. So the three colors I really like to work with are like a whitish shade, bronze kind of color, and like a dark brown. And yeah, I know it's a lot of colors, especially when you're beginning, it can be a lot, but honestly, like, these are the three colors that you would want to use. So the first thing I use is this whiter color, and then it's the bronze-ish, and then it's usually this dark brown if I'm feeling like bold and stuff, you know what I mean? And then if I'm not, then I'll use like the lighter brown, but it's not like dark enough for the crease part. So I put this color on right here, and you pack enough of it, and you're supposed to dust it off. So just dust it off. So you take this color and you just like dab it in the inner corner. I just like to use enough so like it looks pigmented and stuff, because like in my skin color sometimes it doesn't show and it's just not a fun time, you know. So yeah, and then I use this bronzy color right here, and then you use it in like the middle part, like over here, you know what I mean. So you go in here, and this is like the prettiest shade ever. I love it. Now for like the more dramatic part of it, I guess, you can use this darker color if you'd like. If you don't want to, y'all don't have to. You can use a lighter one. Or, okay, the thing is, like, you don't need to buy this palette if you don't want to. You can use like another palette that you got, and you can, if you can find like similar shades, it's Gucci. So basically, with the darker shade, you take it from the outer corner and bring it in, but it's only on the crease part. So basically you go like here, you will go in a swirly motion and then bring it in. So like that. And this will take a little bit of time depending on how much you want to pack it on, you know what I mean? But if you don't, then yeah. Also, there's been like multiple times that I've messed up. So like if it's your first time and you're messing up, get on board, because it's okay. Like, you're learning. So once that's over, so you can go like two routes. You can either do like just mascara, what am I? You can either use mascara or you can like curl. Oh wait, 3 routes. Okay, so you can go 3 routes. You can either do just mascara if you're beginning and you're literally like, I can't deal with this, let me get this over with, like this is all I have patience for. Just use mascara, it's okay. Or you can use an eyelash curler, which I can explain you how to do. Anyways, now you're just gonna, okay, yeah, let me finish. So mascara and eyelash curler, or if you want to dress it up even more, you can use eyeliner. Yes, with a simple mascara if you'd like, you can dress it up a little bit and do an eyeliner, you know what I mean? I usually literally wing it, really cheesy, really punny, but I make a wing basically, and when I'm doing it, you're bound to not have them the same, so literally rock it, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. So suppose your right hand is a dominant, and instead of doing your right eye first, you do your left eye. So basically you can do that if you would like, but I don't care, so I'm just gonna roll with it. And basically you make an arch, and if you really don't want to do a wing liner because it doesn't suit your shape, there are a bunch of tutorials that you can go to, and they can help you get the perfect eye liner. So once you're done with that, curl your lashes, and basically you make it so it's as close to your eyes as possible, and you just press it down, and you just kind of do that, open and close it a bunch of times, and yeah. Now use mascara. I use Falsies Eyelashes mascara from Maybelline. and it's purple. Not that hard to like miss. I like it. Like, I tried to look for more and I was like, let me try a new one this time. And I was just like, you know what? This one's perfect for me. Like, it's easy to use. It's like a scoop, like a spoon kind of almost. And it's like easier because it like almost matches your eye shape. So it's like easier to use. So basically for mascara, you're supposed to like, at least for this one, you can just like put it in the end of like the closest part to your eye and then just like bring it up. And last but not the least, your lipstick. And if you're at that point where you want to like move on from like lip gloss, use nude lipstick. It's bomb. I use this like matte liquid lipstick. Two things. It's cheap. Second thing, it's like awesome because it's matte. I like everything that's matte. My nail polish is matte. It's crooked, but it's matte. So for lipstick, you just put lipstick on, you know what I mean? Just line your lips. And make sure, like, as much as possible that it doesn't go everywhere. 2 rules of lipstick. It's okay. It works. So this is how I look. Very basic. It's just pretty easy. So if you're a beginner and you're learning how to do makeup and you really want to know, like, this is like the easy tutorial. So like, yeah, it'll get easier. Don't worry. And with that, I'll meet you on the flip side.